Hello and welcome to week 7 of EDU 6051 and the final VoiceThread interactive lecture. This week's topic is instruction and assistive technology. Today I'm going to ask everybody to bow their head in prayer. Dear Lord, would you please protect and give your grace to all the healthcare workers that are putting their lives online now, dealing with this pandemic, and to all of the essential workers that are taking care of our communities. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen. Okay, I hope everybody else is doing well and coping with this online life we now have. Okay, our agenda for tonight is, again, instructional and assistive technology. This is a mini lesson. It should be quick and sweet. The importance of instructional assistive technology. Okay, so this is in line with our universal design of learning. We are to talk about the why, the what, and the how. So first, the why, the engagement. The purposeful motivates students, learners, stimulates interest, and motivation of learning. So technology can definitely do that. In fact, fortunately or unfortunately, it's hard to get students more motivated without technology because they are so tech-savvy youth these days. So there's great ways to get them motivated using various technologies, visual supports, etc. The what, the representation, how are you representing the resources knowledgeable learners present information and content in different ways. So there's different ways that we can present content using assistive technology. We, instead of, for example, if we're doing language arts and we are doing books, there are various online books. There's text-to-speech, there's highlighted text, there's simplified text, there's voice-to-text, the opposite way as well. Also the how, the strategic network of how of learning, actions and expressions. So how students express their knowledge can also be facilitated through assistive technology. So if a student has a writing disability, has difficulty with writing tasks, there are now, like I was saying, voice-to-text. Also, if a student has a reading disability and they're not reading at grade level, but they can understand the content, but it's the reading disability. So we have it's getting in the way of them actually accessing the content. We have the opposite. We have text to speech. So we have text that will actually read to them, so that they can get that. There's no reason because of a learning disability they should not be able to not access grade level content, because it's not the intellect, it's the disability. So there's numerous ways that assistive technology can support all three areas here. So on this slide, I'd like you to post your comments on each area. Give me an example, a specific example of assistive technology that can help out in each area. Okay, and then listen to your fellow classmates' comments so that you get more information, not just my ramblings. So let's go on to the next one. So now we're going to look at the triangle of support. So here we have assistive technology, instructional and assistive technology, that's actually the base of this triangle, one whole part of the three. But it also encompasses the curriculum adaptations and the personal supports. So for curriculum adaptations, I mentioned like before, there are ways that we can adapt curriculum through assistive technologies. The text-to-speech, speech-to-text, other various ways to adapt the curriculum. Personal supports, again, even as with here, personal supports. We have grammar checks, spell checks for students that have writing and reading disabilities. We have, I mean, you just think of your phone alone with whatever artificial intelligence. When I was in college, it shows you how old I was. I had like an old speller, because I've shared with you all I have dyslexia, and I used to have to type. And that's all it was. It was about the size of a big phone, and all it did was spell. Nowadays, what I find most useful for helping me with my spelling and quickly is I just ask Siri how to spell something, and you can see that also we've come so far. In doing assistive technology, the grammar checks and the spell checks are far superior than they were just a few years ago. Okay, so here is technology apps that convert digital and printed materials. So here are the various. I'd like you to look at them. The three that are in red are going to be covered in the next slide. But for this slide, I'd like you to post a brief summary of two of these apps. So I want you to go on to the internet and do a quick, short research of one of these apps. It's not one of the red ones, and post a brief summary of what the app does, how it works. Very short. Okay, and then you can listen to a couple of your classmates' information as well about these apps. So on this slide, I'm gonna give you the information on each one of these. So VoiceStream can be additional voices for VoiceStream can be bought for $2 to $5. It has 186 voices and 30 languages. Seeing the words smoothly synchronized with speech improves comprehension and knowledge retention. Auto scrolling and full screen distraction-free view helps the reader focus. Pause, rewind, change the speed. Change font size, spacing, color for optimal readability. Highlight and take notes, synchronized word and line highlighting, speed read, finger read, proofread your writings with text-to-speech, make fewer mistakes, use the right word, organize better. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is Claro. So Claro is an accessible reading and study PDF tool for all. So it's a portable document formatting, annotated markup, the save PDF files, which are then still fully compatible with Adobe Reader and other popular PDF apps. Have accessibility to text PDF files read back to you with a human quality voice and synchronized highlighting. Convert photos and other images to fully accessible text PDF that can be spoken, searched, copied, and highlighted. Also check out Claro Speak and Claro Scan Pen. Okay, RW, which stands for Read Write Google. Text-to-speech lets you hear the words, passages, or whole documents read aloud with easy-to-follow dual color highlighting. Text and picture dictionaries gives easy word definitions and sentence examples. With text, speech-to-text dictates words to assist with writing, proofreading, and studying. Intuitive and predictions as you type make sentences constructions easier and quick. Collect highlights from text in documents or the web to summarize lengthy content in seconds. Turns documents into audio files for easy listening offline. Reduces visual stress with screen, mask, and tints. Converts PDFs to Word and have them read aloud. Simplify online text, remove ads and other distractions. The next one is SnapType. SnapType, you can take a picture of any worksheet using the iPad camera or import a worksheet from an email, photo library, or Google Drive. Tap anywhere on the screen to add text using the iPad keyboard. Use a finger to draw lines on a worksheet. Send complete worksheets to the teacher by email, print directly from the iPad, or upload to Google Drive. Zoom in for easier reading. conveniently stores worksheets in the iPad, so there's no more lost papers. Okay, text help. So we're going to watch a short video here. Here's a link. We can't click on that in this voice thread, so I'm going to click over here. Apologize, it takes a second to upload.
Hello. In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at the Simplify feature that's available when you use Read and Write on a website. Simplify takes away the extras so you can focus on the words. When you're online, click the little purple icon in the address bar to open the Read and Write web toolbar. When the toolbar opens, you will probably see that some icons are black and others are grayed out. Icons that are black or brightly colored can be clicked. To make them change colors, click the Hover Speech button. This is the Simplify button. When you click it, the page will open in a new tab and you will just see the words. If you click the minus sign, some of the sentences will be removed. The more you click minus, the more words are taken away. To put sentences back, click the plus sign. Hearing text read aloud works the same way on a website as it does in a Google document. Click the Hover Speech button so some buttons are gray. Then hover over sentences to hear them read aloud. Remember, when you hover, you move your mouse so it's on top of the words, but you don't click. When you hover over a sentence, you will see the pointer turn into a cursor.
Ever wondered what the Earth looks like from deep in outer space?
Read and Write will start reading at the sentence you hovered over, and will keep reading until you hover over a different sentence, or click the Stop button. If you click the plus or minus to change how many sentences you see, the text reader will stop. Now that you've seen how it works, it's time for you to play. Thanks for watching.
Okay, let's go on. Okay, so the IntelliKeys is a large alternative keyboard that is typically used for writing on the computer. In addition to writing, it can be programmed with special overlays that run and interact with different programs. We have made custom overlays to allow students to use IntelliKeys to access Tar Heel Reader. Students can use 1, 2, or 3 switches to choose read or rate books on Tar Heel Reader. In order to use switches, a computer switch interface is needed. Your assistive technology specialist can help you find an appropriate switch interface device. Okay, and here's what it looks like, as you can see. Right here, give you a visual representation of it. Okay, now we're going to talk about these. First, we're going to talk about Newsela. Newsela is a reading materials for Lexies above 400. Well, that's a Lexia, excuse me, above 400. Each article is written in 5 different reading levels. There's a writing prompt for each article, various quizzes that access multiple reading standards. Okay, and then we're going to do Newsomatic. Okay, Newsomatic materials for Lexia is below 400. Those are reading levels. Each article comes with assessment questions. You can also individualize the reading levels in this one as well. And the next one we're going to discuss is High Noon Books. High Noon Books and HIP are high-interest, low reading level books that have age-appropriate covers for upper, elementary, and middle school students. So let's move on. Okay, Storybots. So again, here's a link that you can't click on. I'm